Hello? Oh. Hi. I'm doing just fine, thanks. Did you want to speak with Melissa? Hold on. Melissa! It's Dr. Shine.
Hello? Yes, I tried to reach you a few times last night. Dr. Harker called the office right after you left yesterday. He had to go upstate for a family emergency. He'll try and make it back to the conference this afternoon, but he'll probably be an hour late. All right, I'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. You're welcome. Okay, bye.
One day I need the phone free is the one day your boss decides to call the house. Jesus.
What was I supposed to do, Bill?
I wasn't blaming you.
Well, you certainly can't blame Shine either. He has no way of knowing.
Hey. I wasn't blaming anybody. It's just, I'm a little tense, that's all. Can you blame me?
I guess not. Did Janet tell you what time to expect your call?
Nope, and it's driving me crazy. I probably got a maximum of 3 hours last night.
More like 2.5. You finally stopped tossing and turning around
Oh,
6.
jeez, really? I'm sorry, I hope I didn't keep you up all night.
It's all right. Just be happy it's a Friday and not a Monday.
You know, if the publishing company is interested and I get the deal, do you realize what this could do to our lives? No more long hours at Shine's office, no more relying on my parents for every little thing. We could do anything and go anywhere we want to. Could you imagine a second honeymoon in Vegas?
A second honeymoon in Vegas?
Sure, why not? A Vegas vacation, all on me.
Listen to me. I just want you to know that no matter what happens, whether you get the book deal or not, that you're an amazing author and an amazing husband. And whether we're together in a Vegas hotel room or right here, I couldn't be any happier.
That's probably mad, I'll get it.
I'll get it. You just go back and finish whatever it was you were typing when I walked in the room. You were the one who told me how important it was to get your thoughts down as soon as they pop into your head.
You're brilliant, you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Well, did his agent call?
Not yet, but you got here just in time. The guy's been driving me nuts all morning.
Sounds like something he would do. How the hell do you put up with him?
With a lot, and I mean a lot of patience.
You know, you two are going to be very sorry. I'll be a best-selling author and you'll both be begging me for my autograph, and I'm going to say no.
You signed my yearbook all 4 years of high school, so if you do become famous, I'll already be good. Did you finish your acting paper for English yet?
Reaction paper? That was due today? What do we have to do?
I got the instructions right here. I figured I'd bring them along just in case. It only has to be 500 words. It took me like 20 minutes.
Matt, you're a lifesaver. I guess I know what I'm doing during my lunch break.
React to one of these poems by Sylvia Plath in 500 words or more. It's English too, and the best author they could come up with is Sylvia Plath.
Come on, dude. She's pretty good.
Yeah, if you like wrist-slitting gothic crap, I guess. It's still a mystery to me as to why the two of you want to go back to school. So what's going on, dude?
Same old, same old. Busy with my classes, and my mom just announced she's going to be visiting me at the apartment this weekend.
Ouch. Wait, isn't your dad supposed to be visiting this weekend too?
Yep. Mom doesn't know yet. It's going to be a real blast for the two of them in the same room.
I bet. So, did you ask Katie out yet?
Yeah, I did.
And?
She's not interested.
Oh. Sorry, bro.
It's alright. You know what they say. Don't expect anything and you won't be disappointed.
Hang in there, dude. She really wasn't anything to begin with. I mean, she was kind of pudgy and all. And not to mention those crazy-looking eyes of hers. I mean, you're better off without someone like that. Take Walt, for example. My God, I'd rather be single for life than wake up to someone like Annette every morning. I'm surprised she's actually letting him come out with us today.
Well, actually...
Wait, you're kidding. He's not coming? Jesus Christ! We've been pals with the guy since high school. How long has he been dating this bitch? 2-3 months at the most? What's his reason now?
Well, you see, it's just that Becky... Oh, I didn't expect breakfast, thanks.
It's only donuts and coffee. It wasn't too difficult to manage. You really should stop by for breakfast on the weekends when I actually have time to make something decent.
Yeah, dude. Melissa's chocolate chip pancakes are a literal orgasm in your mouth.
You're such a perv. Watch him, Matt. Make sure he stays away from those perverted websites while I'm away.
You have my word.
All right, call me as soon as you hear anything. I'll have dinner started around 6. Bye, Matt. Thanks again for the paper.
Dude, sure she doesn't have a pair of wings pinned to her back? I mean, she's always friendly, joking around, and she makes you freaking chocolate chip pancakes every weekend. If I'm gonna find a girl who's half of what she is, I'll be happy for the rest of my life.
If you're done fantasizing about my wife, I'd appreciate it if you would look over my script. I could always use the opinion of another English major, so let me know what you think when you get the chance.
Misleading truths. Interesting, interesting. I like it. It sounds like a good title for a mystery. Once things die down at school, I'll definitely jump on it. The most ready yet?
No, not yet. She's been real busy at the office and with her classes. She told me she'd take a look over it this weekend, though. So, you never told me what was up with Walt. Did he piss off Annette again, or are her panties always in the mouth?
Annette just doesn't want to go, and that's all.
But we're going to a diner, for Christ's sakes. It's not like we're going to a strip club. There's got to be a reason. Tell me.
Look, today's a big day for you. There's no reason to getting pissed off for this. Rich is still coming.
Matt, please. That fat ass has been pissing me off ever since she started dating him. Now tell me the reason.
She found out about Becky Adams.
Oh.
And she just doesn't know how she feels about Walt hanging out with you right now. Walt stuck up for you, though.
3 years and it's still going around. Jesus.
Look, I shouldn't have said anything.
It's not your fault. I just have to realize it's never going to go away.
Bill, I mean, you know how I feel about what you did, but honestly, you've been punished enough, so just let it go.
I bet a girl like Annette would disagree.
The hell with it. You were expelled from Rutgers, for Christ's sake. Never mind all the money that your parents had to pay to get her to drop the charges. If it had been the other way around and you were cheating and Becky had smacked you,
I didn't just smack her around, Matt. I nearly gave her a concussion. What the hell is wrong with me?
There's nothing wrong with you anymore. Are you telling me that that year you spent going to therapy was just a waste of time?
I never
You
said
learned
that.
anything? Well, that's how you're acting. Do you honestly believe that if you could go back and relive the night that you caught Becky cheating, that you'd react in the exact same way?
No, of course not. I would never.
Then what's the problem? Let Annette think what the hell she wants. I know you've changed, Melissa knows you changed, and Dr. Shine knows that you've changed. Speaking of which, if you wouldn't have gone to him, you wouldn't have met Melissa, right? I still can't get over that. Asking your psychiatrist receptionist out after your last session, and then you wind up marrying her a few months later? It's like something straight out of a movie.
Well, I guess when you word things like that, I have no reason to get all worked up. Thanks.
No mention. Just forget about Warren. If he wants to stay home and be henpecked, that's his business. Rich is still coming. And that chick with the mustache at work's hitting on him again.
How can you keep resisting that luscious bombshell? Oh, shit.
Take it easy, just relax. You got it.
Hello? May I ask who's calling, please? No, she's not here right now. Can I take a message? This is Bill Anderson. I'm her husband. Hello? Hello? Well, that was weird.
Who was that?
It was some guy named Jason Rother. He said he was a friend of Melissa's, and when I said I was her husband, he hung up. Do you know him from school or something?
No, I've never met any Jason Rothers, but there are over 2,000 students on campus on a weekly basis. So it's possible Melissa knows him from there. Or maybe he's one of Dr. Shine's patients.
Oh, God, I hope not. Let me look this guy up online. I don't want my wife being friends with a potential nutcase.
Dude, relax. Just take it easy. Just because he's one of Dr. Shine's patients doesn't necessarily mean that he's a nutcase. I mean, you were the guy's patient for like...
Yeah, for anger management. I was considered one of the normal ones. You should have seen what some of the other people there were like. Besides, he introduced himself as a friend. I doubt he knows Melissa from the office. How do you think he spells his last name?
I would think R-O-V-E-R.
There's about 10 different Jason Rothers online, and none of them are friends with Melissa.
Look, just because he introduced himself as a friend doesn't necessarily mean that he's close to her. I mean, maybe he's just a guy in one of her classes and they're working on a project together or something.
If that's true, then why would he hang up when I said I was her husband?
I don't know, maybe he got disconnected.
Oh, come on, Matt.
What? Stuff like that happens all the time.
You honestly think he was calling about a school project?
Maybe. Do Do you think that Melissa might be...
I never said that.
Look, your guess is as good as mine to why he called the house, but maybe he's an old friend from grade school at the hospital back then. I mean, he somehow got her number from one of her friends and decided to call her up. But when he found out she was taken, he just hung up. Look, it was only one phone call. If you found the guy's boxer shorts in your bed, then yeah, I'd begin to think that Melissa was messing around. But based on this, I think you're looking way too into this, bro. You trust her, don't you?
Of course I do.
And then just ask her about it when she gets home from work. Even if some random creepy guy's a hot for her, it doesn't mean she has a hot for him. I see how crazy she is about you.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
See, I bet that's the guy who just got disconnected.
We'll see. Hello? Oh yeah, Janet, go ahead, I'm listening. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Yep.
It's a no, isn't it? I'm sorry, dude.
It's like you said before. Don't expect anything, you won't be disappointed. God damn it!
Tell me what exactly happened. What did the publishing company tell her?
They told her that although the concept was interesting, they weren't that eager to take a chance on it. Yet, they're eager to take a chance on nearly 36 romance novels a year that some talentless hack cranks out in 2 days' time. Never mind originality, character development, or intrigue. Let's just please a handful of whiny teenage girls while the rest of the nation buys a crap for the simple purpose of wiping their asses with it.
Look, I know you're upset and you probably don't want to hear this, but what stuff like this comes down to is opinion. Just because one company didn't like it, it doesn't mean another's wouldn't. Take me, for example. I read it and I thought it was great.
Well, your opinion doesn't give me a paycheck now, does it? Look, I'm sorry, it's just... You don't do this to someone. You want to turn me down, fine. But don't put it in my head that you're interested when you're just planning on yanking the rug out from underneath my feet the whole time. I want you to call Rich. If you guys still want to go out later, then fine, go, but I'm sure as hell not going.
What? Why not?
This afternoon was supposed to be a get-together to celebrate. Where the hell's the celebration? It's just going to be a pity lunch now.
No one pities you, Bill. Yeah, sure, we might be disappointed that the book deal didn't work out, but we certainly don't pity you. You can't let this ruin everything. Take it from a guy who knows all about rejection. If you give up, you're letting them win.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, Matt. Really, I do. But in all honesty, having someone shit on your dreams and having a girl turn you down for dinner are two completely different things. If you guys still want me to go despite all that's happened, then I'll go. But don't expect me to be doing cartwheels to the table.
When are you going to tell Melissa?
Might as well do it now. And then after I call her, I'll call my parents and everyone else.
Looks like you're going to have to wait until she gets home. Hope she wasn't planning on using it today.
It's not like her to leave them behind. I wonder what's up.
Well, you said that Shannon was piling on the workload, right? So she's probably just distracted, that's all. It would explain why she forgot to do her English paper. Bill?
I wonder.
Bill? Dude, what's up?
His number is all over her cell.
Whose?
Jason Rother, the guy who called not even 5 minutes ago. For someone who isn't important enough to mention, he sure is popping up all over the place, isn't he?
Just chill for a sec, okay? Relax. Can I see it? This is it?
What do you mean, this is it?
He texted her a total of 4 times. The most recent being 4 months ago. I mean, he asked her how her job was and what classes she was taking this semester. You're acting like she was sending him naked pictures and arranging to meet him at a cheap motel.
Don't you think this is a bit too much of a coincidence? The guy calls the house, and when I tell him I'm her husband, he hangs up. And now I find out she's been talking with this guy behind my back the entire time.
Talking behind your back? This is small talk, harmless small talk.
I'll be the judge of that.
Forgot myself. Did Janet call yet?
Who the hell is Jason Rother?
Who?
Don't you dare play stupid with
Bill!
me. Matt, if you're not going to have my back on this, then you can just leave. This is between me and my wife. Jason Rother. He called the house a few minutes ago asking for you, and when I told him I was your husband, he hung up.
Jason. Jason was some guy in a public speaking class last year. And he what? He called the house asking for me?
Yeah, he did. And if the guy's your friend, why the hell don't I know about him? I've met all your friends that are guys.
This guy isn't a close friend. I barely know him. He sat by me and we made small talk. That's it.
Then why did he call the house?
I have no idea. This is all news to me.
You have no idea? What about the text messages then, huh?
What text messages?
These text messages. For a guy who isn't your friend, you sure as hell found the need to text him back.
Didn't you notice that I answered him with one-word text? I didn't want him contacting me. And the only reason why he has my number is because we were in that class and worked on a project together. Bill, for God's sakes, what the hell is this? This guy means nothing to me. How the hell can you even question something like that?
I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap like that. I just need some air. I'm going to take a quick drive around the block. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, sure, whatever you need to do.
Jesus.
No, tell me about it. Are you okay?
I think so. I'm just a bit taken aback, that's all.
I just want you to know that I had no idea you planned on confronting me like that. I found your phone in between the cushions, and when he saw the messages, he went haywire.
Does he honestly think there's something going on between me and this Jason guy based on this? I must get over a dozen messages a week. I sure as hell remember a few text messages from 4 months ago. And I have no idea why he called the house. You saw I was just as surprised as Bill was.
Hey, you don't have to explain any of this to me. I never doubted you for a second.
Thanks. It's just... I thought he was beyond this kind of stuff, you know?
Well, this morning hasn't exactly put him in a great mood.
What do you mean?
Janet called. It's a no on the book deal.
Oh, God.
I know. Not that that excuses the stuff that he said, but that's why he's on edge. That and the fact that Walt ditched coming out to lunch with us today. His girlfriend found out about Becky Adams.
Oh. Why didn't Bill mention anything to me about the book deal?
I think he's embarrassed by it. He's wanted it for as long as I've known him. To have it yanked away after coming so close, he was really counting on it. I think it was his attempt at trying to prove himself to you.
What? He doesn't have to prove anything to me.
I know that, and you know that, but Bill's his own worst enemy. Look, I'm sure you didn't go into much detail about this, but after the whole Becky incident, he really hit rock bottom. He started drinking a lot, most of his friends abandoned him, and he had to rely on his parents to fix his problems. Ever since then, he's wanted to show everyone he's in control of his life, and he's capable of making a name for himself. This morning was just a bit too much to handle. He felt like he was losing control of everything again. And after that weird phone call from the Jason guy, that thought of losing you popped into his head, he just couldn't handle it. Look, believe me when I say this, for as long as I've known the guy, nothing that's ever happened to him. Once he has a quick drive around the block and has time to think things through, he'll come to his senses, I guarantee you.
Well, if you guarantee it, I guess I'll have to believe it. So, what's going on with you? Bill was telling me last night you were planning on asking that Katie girl out. How'd it go?
It didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know how you felt about her.
It's alright. It's not the end of the world.
Even so, you're a really nice guy, Matt, and if she can't realize that, then she's not worth the time or the effort. It's a cheesy saying, I know, but it's the truth. There really is someone out there waiting for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Don't mention it. Listen, I gotta check my college email. My history professor is supposed to be emailing us revisions on our term papers.
Ouch. Isn't that the asshole who flips out every time you get up to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, that's the asshole. And he didn't email me anything back. What a surprise. All right, I'll see you in class, Matt. Thanks again.
Jesus, where the hell did you pop out of?
Sorry. I had to come in through the back door. I didn't want to block Melissa in out front.
It was one quick drive around the block.
I didn't even make it down to the end of the street. There was really no point in thinking things over. I'm really sorry.
Apology accepted. See, I knew you'd come to your senses sooner or later. I just got done telling Melissa that.
How long was she here for?
You just missed her. She checked her email and she left.
She forgot to close it. Was she expecting an email or something?
Yeah, her history professor was going to email her revisions on a term paper. Why?
Take a look at this. This was the last message she looked at.
See you at the coffee shop Tuesday at 5. It doesn't say who sent it.
I think I have a pretty good idea of who sent it.
Who? Oh, you cannot be serious.
And why not?
It could have come from anyone. She does have friends, doesn't she?
Take a look at everything that's happened. The phone call, the text messages, and now this.
Didn't you listen to a single word she said? She didn't want the guy contacting her. He was just a guy in one of the classes. Are you telling me you faked your entire apology to her?
I apologize for losing my temper and yelling at her in front of you. I never apologize for being suspicious, because frankly, I think I have the right to be based on this.
How many times does she have to tell you that this Jason Rower guy means
Rather,
nothing?
Matt, rather. Except it's not spelled R-O-V-E-R, it's spelled R-O-T-H-E-R. I looked the guy up again on my phone on my way back from my drive, and sure enough, he's buddies with my wife online.
So now you think she's cheating with you because she's friends with some guy online? I mean, for Christ's sakes, look at you. You must be friends with over 200 girls online, half of which you haven't talked to since high school. It's the internet, for God's sakes. It means absolutely nothing. Look, I can understand you being upset over the book deal, and frankly, I don't blame you. But to take your frustration out like this, it's not fair to Melissa. She wants to be there for you, and you're just pushing her away.
I want you to follow her.
What? No, I'm not going to do that, Bill.
Would you just listen to me for one
No,
second?
you listen to me. You've taken this to the point of paranoia.
Then help me, Matt. Prove to me that I'm being a paranoid lunatic. Prove to me that there's nothing going on between them. I want to be wrong, really, I do. You're going to be on campus this Tuesday, right? All I'm asking you to do is see if you can follow her this one time and see who she meets.
You told me earlier this morning that you trusted her, and now you're asking me to play private investigator over an email that could have come from anyone?
It'll only be this one time, I swear.
No, this is absolutely ridiculous, Bill.
Matt, please. She's the only thing I have. Please, if you do this for me this one time, I promise you I'll drop this.
Bill,
Please.
if I do this one time, do you swear that you'll drop it?
I swear.
That means no more analyzing who she knows, who she talks to, who she sees. Do you understand?
I understand.
I get out of class at 4:45 on Tuesday. I'll see if I can swing by the coffee shop.
Thank you. That's all that I'm asking. It's good to know that I can always count on you.
Likewise.
And about the whole Katie thing, like I said before, if you ever need someone to talk to, or if you want me to set you up with someone, just let me know, all right?
All right, I will. Thank you.